you want to identify which liquidity pools have been swept. And essentially, there's two liquidity pools that we as traders in the market need to focus on. The first liquidity pool is looking at previous day highs and previous day lows, right? PDH or PDL. Very important to understand, right? And this also corresponds with weekly highs and weekly lows. So we want to be looking at previous day lows and previous day highs. The second thing you want to look at is you also want to look at session highs and lows, right? Session highs and session lows. These are two of the most important and critical aspects to your overall trading when it comes to liquidity. Okay. So from here, we understand we have Monday's low over here. So this here represents Monday's low. And this gives us the major liquidity sweep we are looking for, right? So this is what we call a PDL, right? A previous day low that's been swept in the market. So this is what we call a major liquidity sweep. And I'm going to be teaching you in this video also how to build a checklist that you can employ into any particular market. So that's the first thing you want to look at. The second thing you want to look at is the fact that where are we relative to that weekly opening price, right? So the weekly opening price, notice how we are below it. So what we've had is we've had a sweep of liquidity, i.e. the Judah swing. This is the Judah swing over here, which I'm going to label in yellow. Now, what makes a Judah swing valid, right, is a couple of things, right? The first thing which makes it valid, right, when we're looking for an intra-week trade, we want to be priced below the weekly opening, right? Notice how we're below the weekly opening. So this is kind of your A plus checklist, right? This is your A plus checklist, right? So the first thing you want to look at, you want to look for price to be below the weekly opening for a buy. Of course, if it was a sell, you just flip the theory on its head. The second thing you want to look for is you want to look for a liquidity sweep. Now, liquidity sweeps are often, I mean, they're all over YouTube. Everyone's using liquidity these days, SMC, ICT, supply and demand. But what actually determines liquidity sweeps? Liquidity sweeps must be used in conjunction with time. And what do I mean by that, right? We don't just mean time of day. We also mean time of week or day of week, should I say, right? Monday liquidity is often swept on Tuesday, right? And what gave me the extra confluence in this particular case study itself, in this particular trade, was the fact that we have fair value gaps to the left, which were also mitigated on Tuesday.